Good morning, everyone. How's everybody doing? Welcome in this morning. Welcome in. Thank you very much for being here. Never not now, people. Never not now. Welcome to the Walk and Talk. It is now 4:58 in the morning. It is Monday, April 5th, 2025. Welcome to the Walk and Talk. Walk with me this morning as we get back into moving back towards the spring. Some more of these activities outside. Good morning, Top Gun. What's up? Welcome in. I do want to apologize for the camera. I am light free this morning, but we out here. It is a wonderful, beautiful 43 degrees out this morning. Perfect temperature. For all of you who haven't seen me for a while, thank you for returning. For those of you who have seen me, thank you for your continued support. We're out here this morning, and the topic this morning is never not now. We're going to get into that. It's about how every day is never not now. Every day has to be about taking action, making movements. I have to find my camera. Some of you know, but don't have my camera. I'm just talking in the dark. It's just a voiceover. But hopefully we'll find an area with a little bit of light. Good morning. Welcome in. Thank you for being there. As always, guys, as I always say, when you drop in, let me know when you're dropping in from. Good morning, King. What's that? SK? Good morning. Thank you for being here. Let me know where you're checking in from, what time of day it is where you are. Top Gun, I know you're up there in Wisconsin. Thank you for being here. What do you say? Hi. What is that? Mimi? I might have to type in all caps. I don't have the greatest eyes in the world. But thank you for being up this morning. Welcome. This morning is indeed a good one. 4 a.m. over there in Wisconsin. Continuing to grow. I want to thank you guys for being here. Remember, check out the channel. Like, subscribe, share. Tap into the movement and the positivity of everything that is about growth, development, purpose, and becoming better versions of ourselves. Jay, welcome in. Couldn't see me at first. Yeah, I misplaced my camera light on some of my travels. So yeah, it was a little hard to see at first. Hopefully you can see me a little better now as we walk into some of the light. But throughout points of this walk, there may be moments where my face may be obscured, difficult to see. Thank you very much for the subscription. Thank you as well, Mimi. Guys, this morning, we're out here again. We always start with positivity. We start with the high energy. We start with the understanding of what we're looking to do and what our purpose is, are the things that we leave behind. We want to start our day, live our day, and end our day with positive energy. So to bring you guys over here, take a look at my little corner of the earth from the top of the hill. I am not wearing my microphone this morning. I am just using a pair of headphones. If there are any audio issues, guys, do not hesitate to let me know. Any difficulties at all. But thank you again for being here. Welcome to Never Not Now. 100 burpees, 100 pull-ups, 100 push-ups all day. You know the makeup. You know the walk. There's also the crunches and the reverse crunches. That's that effort to build and continue working. So we did a month of that discipline. Thank you, everyone, for being here this morning. Thanks for coming into the chat. If you haven't done so yet, guys, take a second, double tap the screen, drop a quick like. Doesn't cost you anything, doesn't hurt. Thank you very much. No, Top Gun is from Wisconsin. I'm actually in Virginia. We're down here trying to get some things together for our impending growth, as we like to call it. It's been a hard year and a half, but I think we are right on the verge of making some bigger moves. We're in a conversation with a couple of people about getting to the right place to provide the right support. What does never not now mean, people? What does never not now mean? Never not now means that the moment that you're in, regardless of how bad the previous moment was, how bad the previous outcomes have been, it doesn't matter how challenging the things you've had to endure. Never not now means when it's time to do something, to make the move, to grow, to continue to step forward in our life, it is never not now. Now is the time to do it. No, it's not just about taking that next action. It's not just about doing that next thing. Never not now means that whatever it is we're working on, whatever thing that we're working towards, because there are different things that we could be working on at different times in our lives. But whatever those things are, we're not putting them off. We're not waiting. We're not making excuses. We're not blaming others. We're not looking for when it's going to be better. We're not looking for the right moment. We understand it's never not now. It's never not now, which means it's now. It's this very moment. It's this very opportunity. It's this very thing, this thing that we're looking to do. We do it right now. Why do we do it right now? Why wouldn't we? Is more the question, people. What are we waiting for? When is it going to be better? What's going to make it better? Are we looking for someone else to help us? Then that means we need to be looking for someone else to help us. See, everything is an excuse until it's an action, and then it changes. JBM, shout out, North Cal. Welcome in, North Cal. always, every day. Every day is a new day. Every moment's a new moment. And so what we want to continue to do is to continue to be positive, not only in our thoughts, not only in our immediate behaviors, but in our drive and our development. We need to continue to be positive so we can continue to reach the outcomes that we're looking for, to reach the goals and the objectives that we're striving for. We're not going to make this movement by complaining about where we are. We're going to make this movement by moving to where we want to be, where we need to be. Every time we take an opportunity to step out and to look at what's in front of us and to engage, we have an opportunity to grow. For those of you who are aware, I started this channel about 2 years ago. It was shortly after the passing of my stepfather. And then it just became a way for me to release, a way for me to kind of get myself focused and centered back on my life during a very difficult time in my life. Here's what's super important, guys. I'm walking through where these deer are. If I get hit by a deer, don't y'all let me lay out here and bleed out. Send help. So one of the things that became imperative for me to understand and become aware of during that time was that the world is out here. People are out here. Experiences are out here. And we are out here as a part of it. And we need to be living it. We need to be participating in it. We need to stop sitting around waiting for the right thing, the right moment, the right person to come along and provide us with the miracle for our future. And we need to get up and do it for ourselves. Doesn't matter what space it's in, whether it's your relationship, your fitness, your finances, whatever it is, never not now. Now is the moment. I want to encourage everybody this morning to understand your moment is right now. There is nothing stopping you. There is nothing stopping you from the right now. There's nothing standing in the way of the next thing happening now. And the only way for us to get there is for us to understand that we're taking ownership of it and we're going to do it. We're not looking for someone else to create this future for us or this opportunity for us. It is on us. Let's start making it happen. Let's start doing it. Let's stop being afraid of what failure looks like. We should be more afraid of what it looks like to not try than what it looks like if we don't succeed. We have to, people. Did you hear me say have to? We have to start to invest in that understanding that what we're doing, where we're going, how we're progressing, how we're moving is more dependent on our own investment and behaviors and commitment to our endeavors and success, not tied down or bound by our fears of possible failure. These are the things that are going to be big for our lives. It's going to be big for our growth. It's going to always be a part of who we are. Like not getting hit by cars. I don't want to say main man was flying, but until I saw him, I didn't see him. So we got to keep moving, people. Keep growing. What do we got in here? JB, Joe, I do not watch Joe Rogan, not much, maybe some clips. Thank you very much. Go out walking, waiting for the police to shoot me. That's fear. Fear is a catalyst and a control for a lot of people. A lot of people have a high degree of fear. They're more afraid of what may happen, as I said before, if they end up in the wrong place at the wrong time versus what will happen if they just stay where they are. I am way more afraid of being inactive than being active under any set of circumstances. Movement saves you. I keep sharing this with people, and I keep sharing it on the page, people. Being in motion is always more powerful than sitting still. You are always safer when you are moving, when you are being proactive, when you are taking the action. You are always safer when you are the catalyst, when you are in the driver's seat. Thank you again for stopping in this morning. It is April 5th, 6th, 5th. I believe it's the 5th. Maybe it's the 6th. Maybe I should check the date on my watch. It is April 6th. It is Monday. It is not the 5th of April. I've been saying the 5th all morning. Y'all ain't say nothing. Y'all just got me out here. Y'all just got me out here saying nonsense. It is the 6th. JB says I got a girlfriend and a wife on the side. Well, JB, some people make good decisions, and then some people act like you. Say I pay mortgage and rent. I don't know. Is anybody still keeping up with R. Kelly? Is that still a thing? Do we still even talk about that stuff? I guess for some of us we do. Who else we got in here? Nightly. What do you mean? You got you got to read the comments, man. They're funny. 4:30 a.m. 100 burpees, push-ups, running more than 3 p.m. Hey, listen, with 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 all your responsibilities, you you need to be working out. One of them get on your tail. All right, and don't feed into that nonsense. That's something somebody's saying in the chat. If they all knew about each other, he would just be paying a mortgage. So, what does this mean when I say never not now, guys? How are we going to approach never not now and make it a immediately impactful aspect of our lives? The way we do it is in every moment. Every day we have that opportunity to have that immediate impact, to have that direct growth and that space for becoming the person who we are dedicated to be, achieving our goals, reaching our purposes. So when we face those moments, the only way to truly take advantage of it is to be prepared. And the only way to truly be prepared is to know that the moment is coming and intentionally plan for it. We have to get up and we have to take the actions that are required to achieve success. Becoming successful isn't just a matter of, oh, well, I I just did it a few times and then it just works. It's showing up when it sucks. It's being there when it doesn't feel good. It's knowing that the investment and the work that's being done is designed for our growth. It doesn't have to be any type of personal shortcoming. It doesn't have to cause us to be overwhelmed. It just it just requires us to be real. The reality of any situation is the situation. We have to be prepared to do the things that are necessary to achieve our goals. Our unwillingness to do so does not reduce the need for us to do so. Because you don't want to do something doesn't change the fact that you need to do that thing. That thing needs to be done. We need to be out here working to achieve those goals. JBM cornball, maybe. Let me see. Restore. Okay, man. I know, man, I want to share something with you guys. For myself, for a long time, I worked with with a number of different companies in another different capacities. And I found out that when it came time for things to be done, when it came time for growth, when it came time for development and moving up, that I quite often wasn't moving in the way I expected to. I wasn't getting the development opportunities I felt like other people were getting. I wasn't receiving the same type of support and development as I got from others. But I tell you this, what I did find out is that it was more about who I was speaking to than what I was speaking about. I got a couple of silly messages. Uh, all right. Okay. Saw those. So I'm a little out of breath. I am wearing this little weighted vest this morning out here on the walk. Added some elements to um, my workout and what I'm doing. Um, the more to get a raise, the raise your rent, the light bill, the more you make. So this is a comment from Bree. And Bree says, the more you get a raise, they raise your rent, your light bill. The more you make, the money. And the more you make, the more they will always take the control over your life. To get it fair, I think there should be everyone have to come together. That's awesome. Same weight vest. You using yours for running or for working out? Yeah, I'm good. I'm just trying to breathe through this cough right now. Y'all good? Remember, everybody, when you check in, let me know where you're checking in from, what time of day it is, where you're at. Just got a raise. Everything is on up. A few bucks since. There's no fear. That's how the economy is built. So it's fair. So this is what I got to share with you. Everybody's not coming together, right? We're going to answer a few key questions because Bree Cash, I believe that your comment was intended for motivation and for the development of community. And I'm with you. I'm on your side. I'm not against you, right? So I do want to say this. Good morning. That's a long name. Nobody's reading that whole thing. Uh, People aren't coming together. The reason people aren't coming together has nothing to do with hatred. It has nothing to do with racism. Doesn't have anything to do with opportunities or inequality. People aren't coming together because people don't know the difference between fair and equal. Okay? And most people say they want fair and they don't. You want equal. You don't want to you don't want to get the same you don't want to get the same pay based on the same effort, based on the same work. You say you do, but that's not what you want because in those situations, the only person to look at is in yourselves. You can't walk around comparing ourselves to others and what other people make and how other people achieve and how successful other people are. What people want is they want equal. You give him $100,000, you give me $100,000. You give him, you make their rent $20 or 5% of their income, then make my rent 5% of my income. So that's a difference. It's not fair. It's called equal. But we're not all doing equal work. We're not all putting in equal effort. I'm not knocking anybody with this, and I want to make this very clear. I'm not knocking you for anything you're doing. I'm telling you it is phenomenal to want community, but you have to build your own. There are communities out there. Man, people don't want to get along with their family because their family says, hey, you have this talent. You're very capable in this space. Use your talent to feed your family and help everybody in your family grow. And we're sitting here looking at each other and talk about, man, you better get your own. You don't want to support and come together. Not you. So many people don't want to support and come together with the people who are right there in front of them. And they're begging for the world to come together. So stop sitting around waiting for a kumbaya moment to hit and everybody comes together. It's not happening. It's not happening anywhere in the world. Trust me, from the outside, everybody tries to look and say everybody else is coming together. Oh, all the white people come together. All the gangs come together. All of the mafias, all of the Middle Easterns, all of the, they don't. They don't. They're not all together. There's just a group of them large enough with enough sense to coalesce their power, which is their capability of building something and earning to grow, right? And so this isn't about saying, hey, I need us to come together. It's about saying, hey, I need to find out what is the catalyst for change. Trust me, you can't help anybody else until you help yourself, right? You have to understand that they're not concerned. How are we going to expect someone who does not have the ability to, Top Gun, thank you very much. Top Gun said exactly. You want to have what I have, but you don't want to do what I've done. And that's what so many people are. Is they're like, hey man, love what I've done, love me, support me, appreciate me, pay for me, right? You want to have what I have, but you don't want to do what I've done. And then we're sitting here and we're saying we want what other people have, but we haven't been there in the dirt. We're refusing to get in the dirt. Sometimes you got to get down there. Here's the first principle I want you people to understand, because the principle isn't primarily about behavior. That's not what the principle is. The principle is about understanding the purpose of money. We keep thinking that the purpose of money is to pay our bills. It is not. Can anyone share with me what the purpose of money is? Now would be a great time for someone to share with me what the purpose of money is. My own dad abandoned me. Way to go, white privilege. I hear you. You catch up. Kevin said the eggs got hormones. You see what I'm talking about? we we need to come together. Does anyone know the true purpose of money? You have to study. I did the study on it, and I just want to see if anybody else has even a concept of what the purpose of money is. We're in here this morning. We're talking about the difficulties. As I said before, the answer is never, not now, which means whatever it is that we need to do or we want to do, we need to be doing it in this moment. Top Gun just shared. You want what I have, but you don't want to do what I've done. What is the purpose of money? Let me see. Make it Mike. Welcome in, brother. How you doing this morning? Uh, Money is for comfortable living, I guess. It makes necessary. We call live off grid. Had even not allowed to grow fruit, etc. What's that supposed to mean? Don't mean much to me. I'm pretty sure that's not for me. Money come to me now. I hear you, Elmo. Boost the economy. Uh, Here's the purpose of money, right? Here's the purpose of money, people. Understand it. It's going to set you free. The purpose of money is to make more money. Money was created years ago by countries, leaders that understood that you use money to build, invest, and own. It was created millennia ago. The earliest forms of currency were things that were difficult to find in specific areas. And so if people couldn't find salt, salt had value. Why? Salt extended the life of food. It allows for people who lived in climates where it got very cold to be able to sustain themselves over a period of time when the weather was cold, when it was difficult to go out and hunt. That was the value of salt. So salt was used as currency for a time. Why is this important? It's important, people, because when I say never, not now, when I talk about being able to do what needs to be done, we need to understand where we're working from. Money is for exchange. Money is to make more money. We believe that the work that we do going out into the community is going to make us enough money to live a good life. The purposes of money is to make more money. It is to build, invest, and own. When you put your money to work, your life changes. You think that the purpose of your money is to buy food or pay for gas or pay your lighting bill. It's not, especially when you talk about living off the grid. Because when you move off the grid, the people off the grid may not respect the currency you bring. The value of money is what it does to establish the community that it's created from. When we go back to the Roman army, they printed coins, they minted coins. But the government minted coins and it gave it to its military. Do you know how their community and how their country grew so fast and became so vast? It's because anywhere their coin was accepted, their ruler was king. Anywhere. So if I send my military out into your community and I give them my money and they accept it, I'm king. I now own that. I can claim that as my own. And because you have a piece of my currency there, you now owe me a return on accepting it. There is a tax to it. When we look at the United States, how many countries today can you travel to? Right? When people talk about colonialism, this is what we're really talking about. How many countries can you travel to today with American currency where they would rather have your American currency than the currency of the country that they live in? When you look at the number of countries that say, hey, I would rather have the currency of your country than the currency of the country that I live in. This is talking about, and this is showing the ways in which we take ownership of places, in which we become rulers, and how we colonize. Because you've already said that you do not have as much value and belief in the production of where you're from as you do in where I'm from. And so I become king. You pay your taxes to me. You pay your wages to me because you believe that the purpose of money is to buy things and to sell things and to pay for your bills. The purpose of money is to make more money. When you put your money to work for you, you don't even have to spend your money anymore. We sit back and we watch it every day. And then we complain, and the system is wide open. The market is wide open. The ability to contribute and to redeem from it is wide open. Your rent don't have to go up. People move off the grid. People talk about, oh, I'm living van life, or I'm living small. You could do that. If you put your money to work for you, you'll retire a lot faster. Your money doesn't get tired. Your money doesn't have to take time off. Here are simple principles. There are lots of different principles and ways to be able to grow. I'm gonna share a simple one with you. Just take your money, start investing in something that pays dividends. There are so many different stocks, ETFs. There are so many different companies. I'm not getting paid for any of this. None of these companies have me on their payroll, and you don't have to take it if you don't want to. Put your money to work for you and watch your life change. Little things. So one of the things that I've shared before, and I'm gonna share it with you again right now. If you make an investment, it could be a little side hustle, be something that you're paying somebody else to go do, and then you guys split the proceeds. If you put your money to work for you, If you make $30 an hour at the job you work, if you make $30 an hour, $300 gives you an unpaid day off work. It's not about paying your bills. It's about understanding that if you work a job, $300 gives you 10 hours off of work. That's it. So if you can put your money to work and make $300 on the side, you can take a day off work and let that money pay your bills. The more of your money you put to work and the higher the return on your money, the more of your life you get back. You're not buying back your freedom. You're building your legacy. There has to be a realization and an acceptance that it's capable and it's possible for it to happen for people to even begin to try. Taught not to defend your neighbors and to oppose the interests of your own nation. They started this in the 1950s against us. Can I borrow $60? I pay you back next week. That don't sound trustworthy at all. It sounds unscrupulous. I tell you what, though, there's a link in the bio. If you click the link in the bio and you download the app, when you get your next $500 in direct deposit, you'll get another $100 to go with it. You know I'm good until next week. That's what they always say. Let me see. Well, some of y'all are just really built different, man. I came out before and I said, hey, listen. You don't have to be, you don't have to be different. You don't have to try to be different. You really don't have to. Just be yourself. If you're different, it's fine. If you're not, it's still okay. All right. Let me see. Got a few comments in here. I do want you guys to understand, though. I do want you to recall that it was shared here while we were speaking, and Top Gun shared this. And I don't want this to go past without you guys seeing it. I want you to understand that when you have a situation where you want something that someone else has, something that you see other people have, but you're not putting in the work to get it, you're no longer putting in the time and the effort to achieve it, don't expect that thing to come to you. That's clearly not for you because you're clearly not prepared to do what's necessary to get it. It's not about what you want. It's not about what you want to do. It's not even about what you will do. It is about what you're doing. This is what never not now means. Let's get up and get to it. Understand that the work that we do as people, as humans, we have always worked. We worked long before there was a way to calculate or quantify. Before we knew what numbers were, we worked. There's a difference between exchange and barter, right? When you move off the grid, that's what you do. You exchange, you barter. You do what's necessary in order to live. You work to live. You're not exchanging your time for money with someone, but you're definitely putting in your time to make money. You are definitely using your time to grow and make money. Constantly within the moment, it's about what you're doing. And so when we're talking about, hey, man, I don't want to pay so much for rent. Okay, start a business, buy the property, move other people in, let them pay your rent. See, you understand, you're taking your money and you're doing the wrong thing with it. You think the purpose is for you to take your money and pay your bills. The purpose of money is to make more money, to change your life. Stop complaining about things you're not prepared to put in the work to do. Oh man, I gotta have some place to live. People living in storage units, people living in alleys, people living in trash cans. People have lived in the worst of situations. People have lived in horrible conditions for far less. The problem is you're not living for yourself. You're living for a paycheck. You found a place where you can pay for you to come home and rest and then go to work for someone else. Stop complaining about the outcome and change the input. You get out what you put in. You put in the work to work for someone else. You put your energy into making money to pay somebody else to be rich, to put money into other people's pockets. That's what your input is. You want a different outcome, change your input. Stop taking your money and throwing it into bills and to toys and to shows. Oh man, well, I want to live. You do want to live. If you do want to live, then live and enjoy it. And let's stop bitching. Man, I'm telling you, it is so easy to be happy. It is so easy to not complain. It is so easy to understand that the work that you're doing at any time in your life is simply the next thing that needs to be done. It is so easy. But you have to do it. Never not now. Stop worrying about what someone else is making, how someone else is doing, where someone else is growing. If we're not prepared in the moment to do what's necessary for us to grow, then we're not truly trying to achieve that thing. So I tell you what I did. I did a little test. I took and I started doing, and for those of you who are a part of the membership and visit the members only subscription portion, you know that we've been doing an investment, $50 a week, working our way through the year. This investment, we've moved through a couple of different platforms for the investing. But here's the big part. I found that once you start doing something and you start to see it grow, it starts to give you a return. It becomes exciting and you want to do more of it. You want to invest more in it. You want to spend more time and money on it. And when that becomes your catalyst, when that thing is your future, when that thing is your growth, the input is different, so is the outcome. I've gone past, over the last couple of months, we have accelerated the investment because the outcome is beyond expectation. Even with the market in its current conditions, there's money being made. You just have to know how. That's the whole point. Money isn't everything. We make money everything when we believe that money is required for us to live. So if money isn't everything, right? If money isn't everything, why hold on to it? Why value it so much? Why give it so much power? If money isn't everything, there should be nothing wrong with investing it and turning your back. If money isn't everything, there should be no problem with walking away from the things they say you need to give them money in order for you to have. If money isn't everything, then what is? I agree, money is not everything. Then why do so many of your problems come from less money, come from not having enough money? We could talk about money not being everything, but what are our actions showing us? What are our behaviors telling us? We need to get a better understanding of that. So what do we do, people? How do we learn to focus on never, not now? How do we learn to focus on knowing that our behaviors, our inputs, and our actions will be a part of how we achieve our results? We do so by making sure that we figure out our why. I've said this before. If you don't have a why, if you don't have a reason for doing the things that you do, if you don't have a purpose, you can't find one, you can't develop one, you don't have an understanding, then it's really easy to give up, especially when things get tough. We talk consistently on this channel about making sure that we are doing what's necessary and taking the appropriate steps. It starts with discipline. Discipline is repetition that has to be coupled with patience that will help you develop consistency, and then you must persevere. These things that go into your life do not require any type of financial investment. In order for you to come up with a growth plan, you need a why. Why am I doing it? Where am I going? What is the objective? Once you figure out your why, you start with repetition. You have to be patient because you cannot be consistent at something to which you do not have the knowledge or the capability of performing on a high level. And when you take repetition and patience and put them together, you will then develop consistency, and then you must persevere. You must continue to grow and perform at an expected level as you move towards your goal. You want people to pay you more, and you don't value yourself enough to pay yourself with your own convictions and investment in your growth. You want someone to care more about you and give you more of their money, and you won't do the same to yourself. You won't give yourself more of your money. You take all the money that they pay you and you give it to others, and you have not invested in yourself. If you're not prepared to invest in yourself, you're not prepared to believe in yourself. If you're not prepared to grow or take the actions to grow in the way you should, don't be surprised when they don't invest either. Tyler, I see you sharing a whole lot, Tyler. I see you sharing a whole lot. I appreciate you sharing. I appreciate you being here. The truth for all of us people is our truth. The truth for all of us is until we do what is necessary for us to achieve the things that we say are important to us, one, those things aren't that important. Two, those things won't be achieved. If it means something to you, then act like it. If it matters to you, then act like it. If it has value, then act like it. Everyone keeps talking about money can't buy you happiness, but that lack of money is making you really sad. You can't buy happiness. So stop trying to put your money to work for you. Let your money make more money. Let your money pay for your life. Understand, money is bio. Money is about building, investing, and owning. That's what money is meant to do. Build, invest, and own your future. Own your legacy. Pass it on to the next generation of your life, next generation of your family. Stop sitting around here thinking about, remember, I don't know if any of you are old enough to remember when flat screen TVs came out. They were selling flat screen TVs, and this was still standard television. They were selling them for $10,000. $10,000. Because people were like, I gotta have it. What? You lost your mind. I'm not giving you $10,000 for. No. No, I say. People, we have to understand that it is a good thing to know where we are and to see it honestly and truly. But it's a better thing to know who we are and see it honestly and truly. The discussions about yourself with yourself have to be honest and sincere. If you can't be honest with you, if you can't talk to you about you and where you are and who you truly are and what it is that you're doing, then don't expect to get the outcome that you want to see. You must, we must know that it's in this moment we must take these actions. It's in this moment that we must work on ourselves and shape ourselves to become the people who we need to be. Finance is about bringing together the resources necessary to complete any endeavor. You can finance your own life. You finance your life through the investment of your thoughts, of your energy, and your time. You can't complain because your life isn't what you expected to be because you didn't do what was necessary to reach those expectations. You must bring together your resources and time. You must bring together your energy. You must bring together your focus and your work to help achieve these goals that you have, to help grow, to become who it is you say you want to become, to live the life you say you want to live. I'm sharing this with you people because I understand that as a part of everything that we do, we have our own personal challenges and endeavors, things that we have to overcome, things that we've seen, things that we've been a part of. But this morning, I'm letting you know, never not now. Anything it is that you want to do, people, it starts today. It starts now. It doesn't start tomorrow. It doesn't start next week. It doesn't start after I get some things right. It starts now. People, it is never not now. It is always now. So take advantage of the now. Take advantage of this opportunity. Take advantage of where you are right now to get closer to where it is that you want to be. Invest. Remember, discipline has 4 pillars. They're very simple. Follow the channel, follow the lessons, and start to build. It starts with repetition. That's simply getting started, doing that thing over and over and over again. Eventually, with that repetition and patience, you'll develop an understanding on how to be able to do it, how to grow, how to build. And then when you learn to do that, you'll move to consistency. And that consistency is what will allow for you to create a path of growth. I don't care what area of your life it is. I don't care if it's your finances, your fitness, your family, your faith, any of those things. Whatever it is you're working on, it follows the same simple principles. Repetition, patience, consistency, and perseverance. Upon that is the foundation on which you can build anything that you want. Build the life of your dreams. Build the future that you so believe that you're entitled to. I want to thank everybody for being here this morning. I want to thank you definitely, Top Gun, for your contribution. Everyone, if you haven't had a chance to yet, go ahead, double tap, hit that like button, wherever it is. Like, subscribe, share, come back for more, and understand, people, it is never not now. Have a good day. God bless.